Well, we're going to begin with the president's reaction to the opening night of the Democratic convention, which right now tells you just about everything of where this campaign is going. Because if you think the president is running a negative scorched earth campaign now, well, as the cliche goes, you ain't seen nothing yet. Last night, Democrats drove home one message, that everyone from anti-Trump Republicans to socialist Democrats must put their differences aside and agree that President Trump is a danger to this country. Well, the Trump campaign has responded by releasing an ad that represents its harshest attack yet on Joe Biden, trying to paint him as mentally incapacitated.
Be successful. I sincerely hope some of you become millionaires and billionaires. I mean that. But engage.
There's during World War II, where Roosevelt came up with a thing that was totally different than he called it
On top of that, President Trump has been ratcheting up his attempts to sow doubt about the election results.
Just make sure your vote gets counted. Make sure, because the only way we're going to lose this election is if the election is rigged. Remember that.
Absentee is great, but universal is going to be a disaster, the likes of which our country has never seen. It'll end up being a rigged election, or they will never come out with an outcome. They'll have to do it again. And nobody wants that, and I don't want that.
And Republicans today essentially gave President Trump the green light to win at all costs, because they signed on to a Senate Intelligence Committee report concluding that President Trump and his campaign tried to maximize the impact of Russia's attack on our democracy in 2016, that the president impeded the Senate's investigation with claims that had no basis in law, and that he misled the Mueller investigation, possibly lied to Robert Mueller, by the way, and embraced conspiracy theories pushed by Russia, and that his campaign chief in 2016 was a grave counterintelligence threat. That's just to name a few of the conclusions in this nearly 1,000-page report, more than twice the size of the Mueller report. And yet the Republican leaders so far have had nothing but public praise for President Trump of late. Shows you the lengths that President Trump and, by extension, Republicans may have to go in order to win this cycle. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.